Well, Bitcoin dipped below 34,000 on Thursday as selling pressure increased into July. However, some traders expect buyers to remain active above 30,000 support as some sentiment improves at the moment. For more, Matt Harry of DigitalX joins us now to break it all down. Good to see you, mate. How are you?
Good morning, Adrian. I'm very well.
So you've got a bit of a market update to kick off. Where are things at the moment?
Well, I think you did pretty well there yourself, actually. It's a pretty clean representation of what's been happening, but it's been a fairly quiet week pricing-wise. We are still seeing the market hold in above that sort of 30,000 US dollar mark. I think if we can continue to hold daily closes above there, my bias is for a bit of a topside move into the mid $40,000 range, take out some late shorters and then reassess from there. I think, though, if that $30,000 mark does break on a daily close, then I think we're probably going to head much lower, potentially sub 20K over time. So it will mean a bit more of a longer recovery this time. But really, what we're saying to investors is you really need to have a 3 to 5 year timeline around this stuff. Don't get fooled into getting shaken out of your positions on a dip, because that's how you lose money. We're still expecting over the next 3 to 5 years Bitcoin to move beyond the 300,000 US dollar mark.
Amazing. I love the wrap. So a large part of the narrative, of course, over the past 12 months has been institutional participation. So how have some of these names and institutions seen the drawdown we've seen recently?
Yeah, look, if they've been scared off at all, right, then we certainly haven't seen it. It appears that the institutions continue to plough in. Just during the last week, Andreessen Horowitz announced another 2.2 billion US dollar venture fund entirely dedicated to crypto and crypto businesses. And that's after we've seen traditional VC funds amounting to 17 billion US dollars poured into the space during the first half of this calendar year. So a lot of very good signs from institutions, Morgan Stanley as well, who've been very active in the space. I think you'll recall their SEC filing from April of this year, which allowed them to invest 25% of 4 of their funds into Bitcoin. Well, they've recently also hired a full crypto team. And this week, they also announced that they have purchased another 30,000 shares in the largest institutional Bitcoin fund on the planet. So the smart money is really not concerned by this drawdown. And indeed, it appears that they are treating it as a very good buying opportunity.
And some of the other stories, of course, have been around mining and regulation over recent times. So what are the latest developments within these spaces?
Well, in terms of mining, China continues to shut down operations and cut off power to the Bitcoin miners. We saw a bit more of that this week, but we're starting to see off the back of that some really interesting projects originate elsewhere. There was a US-based company, Stronghold Digital Mining, that raised 105 million US dollars this week to recycle coal mining waste into energy for mining Bitcoin. So the China crackdown's really seeing opportunities pop up elsewhere that other enterprising entrepreneurs are taking advantage of. On the regulation front, we had a congressional hearing this week into crypto, which had quite an interesting title. I will read it because it's quite an emotive and unusual title. Yeah. But it was called America on Fire, Will the Crypto Frenzy Lead to Financial Independence and Early Retirement or Financial Ruin? So fairly emotive, evocative title there, raised the eyebrows of many in the crypto space, that's for sure. But It actually just turned out to really be a fact-finding mission. Congress basically saying that they need more information if they are going to provide efficient regulation around this space. So regulation is happening. But thankfully, it is happening slowly, which will mean that it will be very well thought out when it arrives.
Nicely done. There's always an emotive headline around when we're talking about Bitcoin, which is
That's right.
Part of the story. I think it's part of the story. Hey, mate, great to chat again. How can we check out all your great work at DigitalX?
Just head to DigitalX.com. There's plenty of information there. There's information about our funds and also the regular educational seminars that we run on Fridays. So happy to take any inquiries.
Great stuff, mate. Enjoy your afternoon. We'll talk really soon.
Thanks, Adrian. Bye for now.